Maya Angelou once wrote, "When a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time." So I want to give credit where credit is due, but where to start? I want to give a big shout out to the BLM and Antifa organizations who get rich off of Black Death while simultaneously garnering the love and support from a lot in the black and minority communities. Their anti police, anti black male Marxist agenda has caused death and division in the black community, the likes which would make the KKK proud. We have watched these black communities that you say that you love and support burn, and black businesses burn, and black children die in the streets, and all in the name of social justice. And somehow you get these Democratic politicians to blame it on white supremacy. Which brings me to my next point of recognition. The Democratic politicians, the original founders of the KKK, who were founded in order to keep their slaves. They have manipulated the black community since its inception, and they still garner over 90% of the black vote. I'm going to quote to you one of the most famous Democratic politicians, a man who actually signed the Civil Rights Act into law, Lyndon Baines Johnson. He said, and I quote, "We'll keep those ninjas voting for us for the next 200 years. And look, it's working because, the party switched." These same Democrats are pushing the defund the police or just reallocate the funds of the police because, big difference. Because, oh, that's right, who does that affect? It's those daggone black communities. Because of them, we have seen spikes in black crime and black homicide. And when their policies fail, man, they definitely sidestep and blame the Republicans. And their constituents believe them. Quietly, they are cutting hundreds of police jobs from those minority communities. The patrolmen who try their best to keep the community safe, while simultaneously spending millions on their own private security for their safety. Last but certainly not least, I want to give the biggest shout out to the minorities and the black folks who support BLM and also vote for the Democrats. Because without your support and without your votes, none of this misery could be possible. You have played yourselves like a fiddle. So while these thugs and bangers are out terrorizing our neighborhoods and spraying down the block, killing innocent women, children, and men, at least you can sleep better knowing that it was black people who killed them and not those terrifying police. And when your brothers and sisters manage to escape the Democratic plantation and try to show you who the BLM organization and those Democratic politicians really were, oh, that's right. We're the ones who were brainwashed and cooning for the white man. But we've come to find out it was actually you pushing the white liberals' narrative. Shout out to Don Lemon. The audacity of conservatives to tell you that you should make these politicians actually earn your vote instead of just expecting it. I can't speak for the other conservatives, but boy, I sure feel stupid right now. I should have really been more like you guys. But instead, I waited for the whole story before jumping to conclusions, and then I researched while getting the story from right-leaning sources and left-leaning sources and then making an informed opinion. Man, I should have really gotten my information from non-biased sources like CNN or directly from the BLM website or Facebook. Now, in all seriousness, do you get it yet? Do you get it yet? This isn't going to stop. And we have a very important election coming up in 2022. And I'm tired of seeing my community slaves still. Saddest part is, it's not the white man who's keeping you enslaved. This is a plantation of your mind. Wake up.